And I think somebody there forgot to cue me in. Good afternoon. My name is Likuyani Eli, and this is Geltix Media. Geltix Media is a digital based media company in Mombasa, Kenya, where we get to tell your story from your own mouth. And that's why tonight it's not any different. Rather, this afternoon is not any different. We tell your story your own way. Today, we present you stories of Ramadan from people who have been actively contributing to the community and cushioning it from adverse effects of the coronavirus. We look at their stories, initiatives, and their passion towards giving back to the community before and during this Ramadan period. Follow the conversation on social media through our hashtag stories of Ramadan KE and hashtag telling your story. Please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our social media platforms. That is at Jiltix Media on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And also follow me on Facebook and other social media platforms, and that is at The Arts in Heart. So if you have any questions during the cast, feel free to send them through in the comment section, and we will be responding to some of them as we proceed on with the cuts. So Giltix Media in the meantime is doing an initiative to be able, rather, we are running an initiative of crowdfunding to help us set up a studio, rather, the new studio. So you could send in your support to Giltix Media by contributing any amount through pay bill number 961-700 32037. Again, that is 961-700, account number 32037. Without further ado, let me bring in our guest for the afternoon, who is new probably to you, but she's not new to what she's doing. A very interesting lady doing great stuff, and we need to listen to her story. This is JIMIA ABDUL YUSUF, the founder of FadlCarda Leukemia Foundation in Mombasa, Kenya. Studio, please. Good afternoon, JIMIA. How are you?
Afternoon to you, Ellie. I'm good, and you?
I'm well. I cannot say you're better than I because I just had my heavy lunch. I think you've been praying a lot, and that's good for us.
Yeah, true.
So, welcome. And prior to this cast, we ran a short clip from what you're doing, but take this time to introduce yourself and let our viewers know and get to know who you are.
Okay. My full names are JIMIA Abdul Yusuf, Facebook name, and that's also my real name. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a mother of two actually, and many other kids out there other than my two kids. I'm, uh, I'm employed somewhere in a private farm in Mombasa, and other than my employment, I'm also co-founder of an NGO actually based in Mombasa, and it's called FadlCarda Leukemia Foundation. Hope you got the name right.
I
Okay.
hope this time around because sometimes these names from the Aramaic they give me a little bit of problems. But Farid Kara is the name. So I'm told we have a clip that is about to run. Let's listen in.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ni brother yenu Hassan Hamza, wenyewe wanajua kama unaweza. Leo tuko kwa shughuli muhimu hapa hivi, FadlCarda ambaye ni group inakuwa run na wase very amazing. Wanafanya project ambaye tunajua September huwa wanaenda KNH ama Kenyatta kupelekea wale watoi gifts, kufanya nao, play nao, watoi waweze kufeel poa. Lakini this time because imekuwa ngumu kwenda Kenyatta, wamefanya home visits, na leo tuko kwa kina Haimana, tuko na mama yake hapa, tumewaletea hampa hapa kidogo waweze kupata wao pia waweze kufurahi. Kwa hivyo hii time yenye tujaweza kuenda Kenyatta because of COVID, tumefanya wafurahi kwao nyumbani. Keep it locked na sisi. So wacha tubebe, sijui kama mtakuja mnisaidie, kama ni mzito mtanisaidia ama mfanyaje, lakini wacha tubebe.
For the past 4 years, during the Childhood and Blood Cancer Awareness Month, the FadlCarda Leukemia Foundation has been paying a visit to the cancer pediatric wards and putting a smile to the kids battling cancer through distribution of gift hampers which include toys and other essentials needed during their stay in the hospital for both the kids and their caregivers. Due to the COVID-19 global pandemic, hospital visits have been restricted as one way of containing the virus. We decided to do home deliveries of the gift hampers, which included a toy, thermometer, and food pack to last the family for approximately a month. This was a way of conveying love to them, especially since most of the families have been isolated by friends due to their financial situations. We believe a smile a day keeps the cancer fears away.
Wote na washukuru, nasema alhamdulillah, na wazidi kuongezewa nyingi kwa kila mtu ambaye alitoa kitu chochote. Mwenyezi Mungu amuongezee.
I must say, commendable job there you're doing, JIMIA. And I think for everybody that is watching, this is just but an introduction of what JIMIA and her team are doing. So let's just take in and dig in further. Remember to send in your comments in the comment section with the hashtag the Ramadan Stories KE. Okay. So JIMIA,
Yes.
cancer, or rather, if I can rephrase it, leukemia. Why specifically leukemia, and how did this foundation come to be about?
Actually, what we do, it's not specifically leukemia, but mainly all childhood types of cancers. That's what we support. But in terms of creating awareness, we create awareness on all types of cancers. So maybe I could take you back to how FadlCarda Leukemia Foundation started. It's kind of a history actually. We started we got registered in 2016. Before we got registered, it all started through Facebook. I had
Mhm.
seen I had seen a case of a kid who was 1 year and 6 months old. He had leukemia, that type of blood cancer. So through the story the mother posted, I kind of got touched. So I contacted the mother through Facebook. We exchanged numbers. I gave her a call. She gave me the details about the kid, and I decided to embark on a campaign to help the mother in raising funds so that the kid can go to India, because he was referred to go to India for further management and probably a bone marrow transplant.
Mhm.
So at that moment, we decided to get in touch with the hospital in India, and they said since the disease was actually very aggressive, we should take the kid to start treatment as we continue back in Kenya to raise more funds for the kid. So that moment, we decided to make travel plans, and the mother, we actually at that moment had like around 600,000. So the mother traveled to India and the kid started treatment. As we back in Kenya, family and friends, we were campaigning on using Facebook and other social media platforms to raise more money for the kid so that the treatment won't stop. So things were not bad, but as how God planned, immediately after 1 month of treatment, the kid succumbed to the treatment complications in India. They were Muslims, and uh, they couldn't transport the body back in Kenya for burial. So the mother decided to bury the bury her kid in India. So the mother came back alone. That kid name was Fadil, and his nickname was Cardamom. So his mom used to call him Cardamom. That was his nickname, but his real name was Fadil. So when the mother came back in Kenya, uh, take note, by that time we hadn't met face to face with the mother. We were just communicating using WhatsApp, Facebook, and
Mm.
Messenger during that time in 2016. So when the mother came back to Kenya, I made travel arrangements. I traveled to Nairobi so that I can try and comfort the mother, and at least we meet because we've never met. So we became friends. Her family became like part of my family, and we decided as we decided to sit, and we saw the challenges that the mother faced, and we as we were campaigning through social media, we also faced some challenges, so many challenges we faced. So we came up together and saw the challenges that we all went through, and decided to extend a helping hand to other people, or rather other parents who have kids with the childhood types of cancers, and extend a helping hand in terms of financial support. We then joined the mother. Her name is Leila, and there are other three ladies. One is called Asha Mohammed. Facebook name, she's called Aisha Ahmed. We have Sharifa, and we have Esther Gadoni. So we were a team of five ladies. We sat together, saw the challenges, and we decided to form a WhatsApp group and extend helping hand to other parents facing the same challenges. We could just contribute from using our pocket, or approach one or two friends and extend a helping hand. Let's say like a monthly food pack for a certain family who has a child with cancer, or maybe someone needs an HIF, or maybe someone doesn't have the next funds for the next chemo. So that's how we started. So as we were going by, so many cases started coming through that were out of our way. So many people needed financial support. So another friend of mine, uh, at this point I won't mention his name. Another friend of mine approached us and asked us, why don't you register an NGO? Registering an NGO will enable you achieve more of what you're passionate about. Reach out to more people and reach out to more donors. That way, it's going to be very fair, and in terms of transparency, you'll be vetted by the government, and it's going to be fair for both sides, both the donors, and as in short, you'll be able to do more as an NGO than rather than us individuals.
True,
He
true. And
helped us. He
Jimmy,
helped
sorry to
us
cut you
out.
short. Sorry to cut you short a little bit so that we can stay all in sync. You've mentioned that what facilitated the the coming up of this NGO that you now refer to as FadlCarda, if I Fadil.
Fadel Ada.
Fadil Kada. So,
Yeah.
sorry, viewers. Some names, as I said, they can be difficult to some people with my type of tongue. So, don't take it personal. I won't misrepresent the organization because the lady is here. She will talk on their behalf. So, back to you, Jimmy. And my interest in this story is you've mentioned quite moving story that you deal with cancers that are in children in particular. Does it alarm you that a lot of children in our country, and especially from poor backgrounds, never get to be diagnosed on time? And what have you done as an initiative to address this?
Okay, it's true. Uh, from what I've experienced for the last 5 years, is that childhood types of cancers By the time they get diagnosed, some are usually at the late stages. This is because one, poverty;
Hmm.
two, it's not easy for a child to notice there's something wrong with the kid. If you, as a parent, you are not very keen, your kid might be crying all over, or every time the kid cries, maybe you see it's just a fever. It's not like an adult. When an adult has a headache, the boy or the girl will say, "Mommy, I have a headache." But when the kid, let's say a 1 year old baby, when he or she has a headache, you won't know. You will only know when that there's something wrong with the kid when there's a rise in temperature. That's when you will notice there's something wrong. But
Yeah.
okay, when we take the example of blood types of cancers, and let's say tumors, for a tumor, you'll see something which has protruded. So it's going to be
Yeah.
easy for you to know, okay, my child is not okay. But for blood cancer, it's not easy. Not unless you take the kid to a right doctor, because mostly the kid will be diagnosed with mostly infections in and out, infections in and out. So when the kid when the mother does not take the kid, or the parent does not take the kid to the hospital, maybe the mother decides just to go to the pharmacy and buy over the counter antibiotics, or over the counter
Medication.
painkillers, or cough syrup. It's not going to be easy for the parent to know that, okay, my kid has blood cancer, because the kid at times has the white blood cells have gone down. So the kid is prone to various types of infections. At times
So,
it might be pneumonia. At times the kid might be having malaria. At times the kid different types of infections. But the parent not knowing that, the kid, if not checking the blood cells correctly, or if the parent doesn't know how to check the importance of his or her kid getting the full blood count, then
mhm.
and okay, and all that, it's all because of poverty. No parent doesn't
so,
want to take good
so,
care of
Jimmy,
his or her child.
Jimmy, thank you so much for that. But let me just get one thing as an organization, because it's of interest that we get to know other programs you're involved in. What initiatives have you done as an organization to sensitize parents on such diseases that could be existing within their children's health, and they are not aware? What kind of initiatives have you put up? Do you do any sensitization? Do you do any campaigns? And if you have, where have you done them, and why did you choose those particular areas?
Okay, I can say in terms of sensitization, whoa, sorry, I can say in terms of, let's say, preventive measures, it's getting spreading awareness to the community. We've been spreading awareness in various locations for the past, I
Yeah.
can say, 3 years, targeting
Mhm.
areas where cancer information does not reach, or the information that reaches to those areas is very minimal.
Yeah.
We've reached out in Nairobi. We've reached out to Korogocho community and Kibera
Mhm.
community. We've managed to reach out to Garissa community. In Coast, we've managed to do three awareness campaigns, three awareness in Mombasa. We've managed to do one awareness in Sambweni. So we were planning to. Our plan was to reach out to more counties or more regions in the country, but last year with the COVID thing, it wasn't easy, and we've tried looking for other ways of creating awareness in these areas, but with this new technology thing, and where we are targeting, we see it's not working out, like the webinar thing. It's not working for the people that we want to reach, people in the villages. So I can say in 2020 and this year 2021, we've not touched anywhere in terms of creating awareness. But in the previous years, we have touched, I can say, 3 counties in terms of sensitizing the public about different types of cancers, especially childhood types of cancers, because we are targeting mostly children.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy. And interesting that you mentioned with the coming of COVID-19, things sort of got out of hand beyond your control. Are you planning to remodelize the way you approach this issue with this new way of life? And if any, what are some of the programs you're thinking of putting up?
Okay, I can say the COVID thing. This is social distancing is the new normal, and we have to take it as it is. We are planning to continue when schools open. We are planning to continue because we had another program that we dubbed it Teen and Total Awareness Tour, Teen and Total Awareness Cancer Tour and Mentorship Program, whereby we reach out to schools, creating awareness to schools. To up in primary, we target upper primary, and in high school we target all the classes. We believe that the students we believe that the students are in the better position to spread the word out there, because in one school we can get children from different parts of I can say different parts of a certain constituency, or if it's a boarding school, we can get different kids from different counties. So in 2019, we did the Teen and Total Cancer Awareness Tour and Mentorship Program, whereby we create cancer awareness to the levels that the children can understand. We don't use the ambiguous words, or we don't use words that can threaten them. We try as much as we can, to give the information that they need to know as children. We believe that once they get home, or once they go out there and play, they can be able to talk to their parents in certain kind of diseases like I can say prostate cancer.
Yeah.
So many men are afraid to go to the hospital as much as ladies. So when we go to a boys school, we can talk to them about prostate cancer. We can even talk to them about breast cancer, because breast cancer is not for women only. Even men do get breast cancer, and I can say a bigger percentage of people don't know about this. So
How do
when
we,
we
do I check for my breast cancer just in case? Because and I hope I'm not being inconsiderate the fact that you are during Ramadan. But since we have to talk these things out, how will a man check out for his breast cancer? Very quickly before we take a break
the
and go to
same
the
the
comment
same
section.
way the same way that ladies at
Mm,
do check the signs and symptoms of breast cancer, is the same way that men also do check about the breast cancer symptoms, by
yeah.
just feeling yourself by touch. You can just notice there's something wrong with your breast. You can just know there's something wrong, something is not right with your nipples. So
Okay.
men do get cancer as much as ladies do get. So when
So
when
men
it's
be
not
aware.
it's not,
I was saying, sorry for interruption, Jimmy. Men, be aware that it is important to constantly, after some time, feel your chest. As long as you are not going to the gym, there's need to check if there's growth, and if there's any, and you feel worried about it, kindly see your oncologist or doctor specialist that can be able to ascertain if you could be a possible cancer candidate. We want to take a break, but before we do that, earlier on, Najimia talked about coronavirus and what it has done to the villages and the people around, and how it has stopped their problem. And then it wasn't just the end of what they're doing. They actually took initiative to reach out, and let's see what they did with the coronavirus initiative.
According to the latest data by UNICEF, only 3 out of 5 people worldwide have basic hand washing facilities. Hand washing with soap, when done correctly, is critical in the fight against the novel coronavirus disease. But millions of people have no ready access to a place to wash their hands. Well, Rajab Center Orphanage, a home and rescue center located in Makombwani village in Kaloleni, Kilifi County, were part of these statistics. They walked close to 5 kilometers to fetch water in jerrycans, which made it difficult for them to stay indoors during this pandemic. We, the FadlCarda Leukemia Foundation, with health and children being part of our objectives, we embarked on a mission to make a difference in the fight against this global pandemic, COVID-19. Through assistance from various social media supporters, including Harwen Foundation, we managed to construct a concrete water tank base and purchase a water storage tank with a capacity to hold 10,000 liters of water for their daily needs and consumption. Well, that's not all. We even refilled the tank with clean fresh water of the same capacity, enabling them to have access to clean water. They can now be able to wash their hands with clean water and use the same for other daily purposes at the comfort of their surrounding, thus observing the stay-at-home directives by the Ministry of Health.
Wameweza kujitolea na ufadhili mbalimbali, hususan kutuletea tanki hapa na mengi mazuri ambayo kwamba wametuandalia. Allah aweze kuwalipa kila la heri, kila ambaye kwamba ametoa mkono wake, Allah aweze kumlipa maradufu, na muweze kukumbuka zaidi na zaidi kila mtakapopata jambo zuri, muweze kuwakumbuka watoto hawa na Allah aweze kuwabariki sana. Kwa hayo machache nasema kwamba Mwenyezi Mungu atawalipa kila la heri na mzidi kutukumbuka inshallah.
Mbwani Rajab Center, inshallah biidhnillahi corona itaisha.
Amin.
Great story there, courtesy of FadlCarda. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you're joining us tonight, or rather this afternoon, we are telling you a story, and this is the stories of Ramadan. Follow us on this and more conversation on hashtag Stories of Ramadan KE. You can equally send in your comments in the comment section. And right now, I want to cross over to the comment section before we bring back our guests. So kindly, studio, let me see who is saying what in the comment section. Atash Mohammed Buana says, blessings to JIMIA and all those who are making positive contributions to the society in whichever capacity. Thank you so much, sir, for your contribution. Next. Well done, JIMIA Abdul Yusuf. Always proud of your good work. Thank you so much, Ndungu Nyoro. Mboka ni Mboka. May the Almighty bless you, JIMIA. Wow. Mongangi says, on the other hand, very important information here. Most guardians lack the basic skills to help them with their children in case they are undergoing this type of complications. Spreading awareness is very key. Thank you so much, Mwangangi, for your comments. Omar Hamis says, Mashallah, may Allah reward you abundantly for all your efforts, sister. JIMIA Abdul, together with all your team members. Again, thank you so much. Saranjonjo says, thank you for what you're doing, JIMIA. Lots of love to you. And I saw there we have Kibs Oxygen Abdallah, who says, Allah bless JIMIA with her team at the foundation for the good job that you are doing. And Kate equally concludes by saying, great job. Such compliments, I will say, I envy you and what you're doing. So let me bring back Jimmy so that we can continue telling your story, Jimmy. Before we took the break, we were discussing about the initiatives you're carrying around and what you are doing as an organization. I would like to know how many, rather, do you have any other projects that you're undertaking in the moment except the ones you've shown on the screen that you haven't actually captured?
Yes, we do have other initiatives other than creating awareness. We
Mm.
also, our main objective is to uplift the financial burden that cancer caregivers go through. That's our main objective. Actually, someone, I know some people can say that's not something sustainable. We do know it's not sustainable, but what can we do to those kids who need financial support? We need to show the world that cancer is not a death sentence. We need to show the world that cancer can be treated. So we give financial support to children affected by childhood types of cancers, not from our own pockets, but using online campaigns, mostly Facebook platform. We get a case, verify the case. At times we get in touch with the doctor, get to see the all the medical reports, then embark on a mission to raise the funds that particular cancer case, one kid at a time. I can say so far, Alhamdulillah, we've supported 13 cancer cases, 13 children in short, who who had childhood types of cancers. Uh, Out of the 13 children, 6 of them succumbed to the complications of cancer. But the great news is that 7 are still survivors to date. So even if it's just by one, 6 succumbed, 7 survivors, even if it's just one child, that makes a big difference. We are able to show the world that when we come together, we can defeat cancer. When we all come together as a team, we should not leave the cancer burden to the parents or to a certain family alone. We understand cancer really eats up someone financially. That's a fact. But if we don't come up as a family, if we don't come up together, then it's like we have given up. We need to come together to show that cancer can be defeated. And coming together is one, through prayers, two, giving financial support. No matter how little you think the money is, but it means a lot to that kind of family. So other than giving financial support, we also have caregivers empowerment. We've managed to support 2 caregivers. How we do the caregivers support? It's we had 2 cancer cases, in fact. So as we were raising funds for those particular cases, uh, the kid succumbed to cancer. So you can see we had some money still with us for that particular kid. So we helped out with the burial arrangements for the child. We make sure that, in short, we make sure that the parent or the family does not undergo any financial burden. So the money that we still had for that particular kid's treatment, we helped out in the burial arrangements till the last day. Okay, we are Muslims here, but the kids were Christians, but we still had to support the parents. Doesn't matter the religion. So we helped them out through the burial procedures, and we still had some money remaining. So I gave the mother some time to relax. And after like 2 months, I approached the mother, what would you like to do? One parent said that she has really loved to venture into rabbit farming. So I sent her the money that she required. She started out with 6 rabbits. That was in 2019. She started out with 6 rabbits, and I can say it's now 2 years. She has more than 100 rabbits. She has more than 100 rabbits for now. Actually, I was talking to her like 2 months back. In fact, she told me that do if it wasn't for COVID, she was going to venture to start exporting rabbit meat to China, because it was rabbit meat was on demand. So currently, she supplies rabbit meat to 3 restaurants within her region. She sells the rabbit fur to another creative who makes handbags and shoes using the rabbit fur. She sells the rabbit urine to the farmers around because it acts as a pesticide, I understand. She sells the rabbit poo because it's within her region, because rabbit poo acts as manure to the farmers use it as manure. Now you see, she sells rabbit meat, she sells rabbit fur, she sells rabbit urine, she sells uh, rabbit poo. Now that has become a source of income. Other than becoming a source of income, I can say it's like seeing that she's very much determined to make sure that project reaches very far, because she has dedicated that rabbit farming to her child, because she believes if it was through she believes it was through her child that she managed to venture into that business. So she also believes that God takes something from you because there is something better that He's planning for you. I cannot say that the rabbit farming is better than losing her child, but at least it has become her relief. It suits her soul. Another caregiver also, her child succumbed to cancer complications, decided to venture into the child. The mother is in Kisii. She ventured into vegetable farming. So she has these vegetables like in sukuma and terere, all those kind of vegetables, and she sells to the local market so that she earns an income. She has also managed to save out of that money to buy a goat and some chickens. So she's rearing chickens and a goat. So at that juncture, we have also
Yeah,
empowered the cancer caregivers
I
so
mean,
that they
that's
can.
a credible story, Jimmy, and we will love to hear the rest of the stories. But you know what? This is not just the end of this discussion, because Jimia also runs her platforms that you can follow through and see what she's doing. But before we exhaust our latitude, Jimia, would you tell us if you're working with any organization that support your initiative? And so could you just mention but a few so that we can give them a little bit of thank you from Giltex Media?
I have okay. We as an organization, we've got support from Pathologist Lancet. We've previously got support from Pathologist Lancet under the leadership of the former CEO, Dr. Kalebi. He greatly supported our initiatives. He could give us a team uh, from his lab to come and help us in creating awareness, because all of us founders, none of us is a medic, none of us is a medical expert. So he gives us through pathologist lancet, we can get some few docs who can come with us and help us in creating awareness. We've also worked with Dr. Riaz of Mombasa Cancer Center in creating awareness. We've also got support from Ndungu Nyoro. Ndungu Nyoro is a great philanthropist via social media. He does marvelous work under Affecto Foundation. He usually helps us. Actually, he motivates us. He really does motivate. At times, we might be doing things we see like we're not putting. Oh, wow, wow, wow. We are not putting much efforts, but at the background he might come and tell us what you're doing is great, continue doing what you're doing. At times he might help us in our campaigns, sharing through his timeline some of our medical campaigns so that we can reach the target immediately, because he has a great following. We have other individual doctors who have been supporting us in campaigning. I do not only recognize financial support. I do not only recognize financial support. I also do recognize the efforts other people are using our in sharing the plight that we post. So we've also got support from Harwen Foundation. You can see the water project that we did for the Rajab Orphanage. We got a bigger support from Harwen Foundation. Harwen Foundation is another organization based in Minneapolis, in US, with a representative in Kenya. Her name is Sadia Ogle. She has really been influential and given us a great support, because we believe we cannot work alone. We need a team. We need a team. So that's how our slogan also came out: no one fights alone. No one fights alone in any battle. So like we getting so much support from other people. And I can also say we are getting support from Gilitics. Sharing this kind of story will also help us reach far.
Exactly. That's what we do. We are telling your story. Jimmy, if you had one special moment to request anything from the people are viewing, what would be your call to them?
If I only had one chance, okay, I will tell the people who are following this video. Actually, we are actually planning currently to do a it's a project that we are planning to do in future, and we will need your support. Your support is by sharing our stories to reach wide. The kind of projects that we are about to do next is build an accommodation center, an accommodation and resource center that will accommodate children who are undergoing treatment in cancer centers. The center shall be a free to kids who are coming from vulnerable family, and charge a subsidized fee from kids who are from families which are a bit, I cannot say well off, but they are getting support. At least it will help in maintaining of the center. So if people can share our stories, share our story so that it reaches far, and contribute any amount that you can through the different cases that we have. You can follow me through Facebook under the name JIMIA Abdul Yusuf. You can follow our page FadlCarda Leukemia Foundation. You can contribute any amount, no matter how small, even if it's just 50 bob, 100 bob, through our pay bill 755096, account your name. 755096, account your name. Any kind of financial support will will make us reach far, will make us do more of our initiatives, will make us do so much rather than creating just awareness. Give financial support, because we have children who, like, every week there's one kid undergoing chemo. Every week there's one kid undergoing chemo. At times we get calls, a parent doesn't have food. At times we have calls that a certain kid has to go on a clinic, but the parent doesn't have money. So you are 50 bob, I can say you are 1 shilling. will support a family in a great way. That's what I can say. Sharing our stories to help us reach far.
Apologies. That is what we can say for now. You get there, be part and parcel of this fight because you can never fight by yourself. Just like Jimia puts it out there, be a support system to them because what they are doing is really, I would say, you have a golden heart, and your team and whatever you're doing, it is just out of this world. I mean, you've captivated me because cancer, it's one of the number one killers around the globe, and specifically in, I would say, third world countries, where medication and access to cancer treatment still lag behind, even as the situation continues to evolve. So I'm going to call upon everybody that is watching to reach out to Jimmy and her team. And of course, we will share the handles of FadlCarda Leukemia Foundation so that you can be able to get in touch with them. And if you have to give, no amount is any less. In the meanwhile, as Jiltic Media, we equally raising funds to revamp our studio and have the state of the art studio. So you know how we do it. Get to the app, which is Paybill, and the number is 961-700. Account is 32037. Any amount that you come through with us will equally help us towards the realization of that project. Remember, we are here to tell your story, and no one else can tell it better than GLTX Media. Back to you, our guest, who has been gracious enough to spend some time with us. What do you want to tell as a message to everybody that is going through any difficulty during this Ramadan period?
Okay, I can say that we all we all have our own situations. We all have our own situations. What I can tell you is that reach out. Reach out because you don't know who is going to believe your story. Reach out to someone for assistance. And reaching out is not that you say like I cannot face so and so because you believe that someone is not financially stable, but you don't know. Reaching out to that one person, maybe that one person can connect you to five more people. So all I can say is that no matter the situation that you are in, reach out to someone to give a helping hand. And to other people, when someone reaches out to you, don't backbite, as in, oh, fulani anakuaga hivi na hivi, ana maringo, kumbe yuko hivi na hivi. No, if someone approaches you, it's because that person has trusted you. That person believed that you can confide in his or her story. And so I cannot say during Ramadan only, but during this period, this COVID period, so many people are undergoing so much. And for this period of Ramadan, I can say during these last 10 days of Ramadan, to all Muslims, let's make good use of it. We know how we make good use of these last 10 days. Let's make a good use of it by uh, through prayers and doing good and doing more of sadaqah, because we believe sadaqah will be we believe sadaqah protects you from calamities. We believe sadaqah will be our shed during resurrection. We believe that sadaqah will be part of the good deeds that we have done on the day of judgment. So we do more of charity, we do more of prayers during this period, and not only during the last 10 days of Ramadan, but always. Sadaqah protects you from so much. Sadaqah protects you from so much that all those kind of bad things that are about to happen to you, it protects you against so many things. You might be involved in an accident, you get yourself, you survive through just small bruises. You don't know what, maybe what something that you did back then is what has is what you've been protected, is what has protected you from that accident. So we stand up with people. We stand up with people in no matter how small it is. Another thing about, I can say, with cancer, and for the coast people, cancer is not witchcraft. I can say that, not only to coast people, but this one is messages for the coast people. Cancer is not witchcraft. When you see something wrong with your health, just seek medical advice. Number two, stay healthy, eat well, and eating well does not mean eating pizza. We go back to how life used to be. We eat right, not eating expensive food, but we eat right. We keep fit. That's what I can say for now.
Thank you so much, your lady JIMIA, for coming and gracing the occasion. And for everybody that is following the conversation, remember we are still telling you stories. And talking of 10 days of Ramadan, we have 10 stories of Ramadan. This is only by the third one. You never know who is coming next on the bench, and you never know what story you didn't hear or listen to before, and what these people are doing extraordinary in our society. So do join us and follow the pages so that you can be able to have clue anytime we go live and every time we have something new for you. Remember the handles, that is at Giltix Media on Facebook, that is Giltix on Instagram, same handle on Twitter, hashtag stories of Ramadan KE, and hashtag telling your story. So, Yusuf, I will say if Tara inakuja in the evening, my name will be, I'm still looking for a name. My directors are telling me not to say my name right now, but we will find out what will be my name when we do iftara. And by the end of Ramadan, kindly invite us for the feast, because you can't be feasting by yourself. After all, that's what you do with FadlCarda. You finance us in a way so that we are able to smile and had a smile on our faces. For everybody that joined the cast, including your comments and making sure that we were able to succeed in this cast tonight, this afternoon, thank you very much for making time. Share the story. Let other people know what these ladies are doing, what JIMIA and her team are doing. And for all cancer survivors, you are our heroes. We celebrate you. We got you. We are cheering for you. Continue fighting hard, even if you are on that sick bed. So, having said that, I want to take once again this opportunity to say the fundraiser is on, and it's for the purposes of bettering our delivery to you. So, make sure you send your contribution to the numbers on your screen, and equally we'll be flashing and posting the contacts and details of the pay bill numbers of Fadil Krida. Fadil, I know somebody called Krida. So somebody, FadlCarda. FadlCarda is the name. Krida is my friend. So we'll be posting that from the comment section so that you can be able to follow up and be part and parcel of their initiative. So let's go to the comments very fast, see who is saying what, then we can call it a day. Great job. That is Kate Jaden. Thank you so much for making it to the cast. Mugabe Were Jr. says, may this Ramadan be a blessing to the entire team that JIMIA is working with. Thank you so much, Mugabe. Minyoso Kizungumkuti. Wow. Enyewe kuna vizungumkuti hapa. Kudos, great job, JIMIA. Thank you so much. Yes, our very own team member Gilbert says, thumbs up, JIMIA Abdul Yusuf, for the great work. I remember you won an award at Coastal Women magazine event. I'm talking to celebrities. I celebrate you too. Thank you so much, JIMIA. And Noreen says, Muslims are very, very generous individuals, and that I can attest, because in the evening I'm going for my iftara. Thank you so much, everybody that joined. We appreciate your time. And until next time, my name is Likuyani Eli. Remember, the stories of Ramadan KE continue. This is just by the third one. There's still 7 more to go. I'll be hosting probably if I'm given the chance. And if not, see you on the other side of the wall. Remember, my handle is The Arts in Heart on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and all other social platforms. You can find me on Likuyani Eli. Thank you so much, Ahmed Yaha, for the message you have sent us. And yes, indeed, this is a great initiative. Until next time, I've been your host, Likuyani Eli. See you. And of course, God bless you. Great week ahead. And Allah azidi kuwapa baraka. Good night and good afternoon.
Thank you for
Thank
the
you.
opportunity.